that ball. Let's put it in one hand. Let's take a breath. Morning, guys, for those that are live. Morning that are on Zoom. Let's grab one ball. Let's put it in our hands. We're going to start pushing it into our heart this morning. Okay, so welcome to Mindful Mornings. What we're going to do is we're going to take a stand and we are going to take a big, deep breath in. We're going to start with some breathing exercises this morning. So let's breathe in. And let's breathe out. We're going to take that one ball in one hand, and then we're going to take a big breath in again. And then we are going to breathe out. As we do this time, throw those arms down. Okay, we're going to take a big breath in. Let's take the ball and let's stretch up really high. Take a big breath in. And then as we breathe out this time, what I want you to do is I just want you to bring your arms down and around and pass that ball into your hands and then just start to create a bit of a cycle here. Morning, Tam. All the way round. Okay, I'm going to step. So I've got a ball in my hand or a pair of socks or whatever you're using. We're going to go all the way around. And what we're going to do for the first minute is we're just going to do breathing exercise. And we are going to think about this ball as our day today. Okay, so whatever is in our day, whatever is coming our way today, it's a cycle. Okay, a cycle of lots of different things that we're going to see, lots of different things that we're going to feel, and lots of different ways we're going to react. Okay, let's take that ball the other way and pass it all the way around. Think about, as you do this, think about the ball, think about your breathing, but also think about how your muscles feel, how your mind feels. Okay, we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to do it around our waist. Okay, so we've got a ball in my hand and we're going to pass it right around your waist. We'll think about creating a bit of a field around us, a bit of a protection field, if you like, or something visual. So let's just close our eyes. Let's just pass it all the way around. Morning, Ben. And then let's go the other way. Let's bring it all the way in front, around. And let's close our eyes as we do that. And let's just breathe in and out. Big breath in. And out. Okay, let's give it a shake off. So what we're going to do, again, we're going to start off with our gratitude ball. Let's put it on our head this morning. Let's squish it right on our head. And let's take another ball into our hands. So we've got a sock, we've got a ball, or whatever we've got. We're going to take one on our head, one in our hands. Okay, and we're just going to throw one ball back and forth. The ball that is in your hand, again, we are going to start off that being our gratitude ball this morning. And we're going to throw it back and forth. Close those eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to think about something that we're grateful for right now. And as we breathe out, we are going to put a big smile on our face. So we're going to take a deep breath in for 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that breath. And then breathe out for 8 seconds, but put a big grin on your face, guys. I mean, a big grin so you feel it, so everything in your face works. And breathe out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. What we're going to do is we're going to switch balls. So we're going to take all of the energy that you've just planted into that ball and we're going to switch it over. Okay, and we're going to feel as we squash it on our head, just all that energy just rain down us. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, but this time I want you to have a little chuckle to yourself. Okay, so we're going to do that same breath in. Okay, this time we're going to take this ball and we're going to pass it behind our back. Okay, just like this. Okay, if you drop it, bend down with that ball on your head. pick it right back up again. So let's breathe in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that breath. And then a big chuckle to yourself as you breathe out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we thought about our gratitude then, and we just kind of got in tune with our body. So take both of those balls now, put them in your hands, give them a squeeze, close your eyes, and we're just going to have 10 seconds of deep breathing. Okay, so in and out. Squeeze those balls. Be aware of all those thoughts that you've just had. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all is we're going to run through the site swaps. Okay, so we've got 1. Throwing 1 ball back and forth. We've got 2. Holding 1 ball in 1 hand. Think about that as a moment of reflection. Think about it as a breath. Every time we visit 2 today, think about it in that way. 3, we're throwing that ball up and down. One side to the other. 4, 1 ball in 1 hand. And 5, I'm going to step back, double the height of 3. So we're going to go through those in your own time. And what I want to bring us to is right now as you do that. So as you just go through those numbers, just listen to what I'm saying. You've got nothing to do for the next 10 minutes, but focus on yourself, focus on your thoughts, focus on what this ball is doing. You might find that thought of your day is seeping into your head, what you got to do after this, what you got to do later. Try and be in the moment with this ball. Just count as you go. 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, at any point in the day, if anything kind of builds up within you or any kind of stresses come, just grab this ball and just run through that cycle. Let's take a couple more deep breaths in there as we do that. Okay, great. So what we're going to do is shake that off and we're going to grab 3 balls. Okay, so if you can juggle 3 balls, we're going to kind of run through this with a cascade pattern. So we're just at this point here. Okay, so just keep going as we go and I'm going to get you to throw things in. If you're not quite there, we've got a few options. If you're starting out, we've got that first throw back and forth here, which again is just a number 3. Or we've got 3-3 or a throw, catch, or even a throw, drop. Okay. Let's just take a second. Whatever you're doing, just throw that up. Whatever you're working on, throw it up. And in a second, when I say, I just want you to drop everything, but I want you to drop it with force. Okay, so we're here, and I want you to just drop it all and recognize that you dropped it and look at those balls for a second. Pick them back up and do the same thing again. Maybe throw them a little bit higher and just drop them. And just see them as negative thoughts that we drop into the ground. Okay, just attach them, attach that thought. Let's do it again. Throw up. And just let it drop to the ground. That's just what I wanted to plant in your head for today about negative thoughts. So let's go back to that 3 or whatever you're working on. Cascade. If you're not quite there, we're working on a throw, catch. Okay, or if you're not quite there, you're just working on that throw with 1 ball. I want to draw our attention back to yesterday. We spoke about vision, the things that we see, or the information that we take in. Today, I want to talk about perception a little bit. So looking at that vision perception reaction cycle. We see things, it goes through our internal process of understanding it. Our perception, a lot of that is based in the subconscious. And then that makes us react in certain ways. So it makes us, our thoughts react in certain ways. And sometimes that might be directed at ourselves or it might be directed at other people. So we're just going to dig in a little bit today to that perception bit. We looked at vision yesterday, perception today. So what I want you to do is continue as I go this. I want you to listen, but I also want you to try and focus on that juggling as well. Get in a place where this feels comfortable for you. So if you're comfortable juggling 3 balls and you're able to listen to me and look past the balls, great. If you're not quite there, again, do it with 2. If you're not there, do it with 1. But I want you to be able to listen to the 3 statements or provocations, I suppose, this morning, more so things to provoke thought in you and how they resonate with you about perception. So the first one is perception is influenced by our subconscious. I'm going to say that again. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about how that relates to you, what that means to you, and how maybe you could use that in your everyday life to be kinder to yourself, I guess. Perception is influenced by our subconscious. Remember last week we spoke about 95% of our behaviors are automatic. We do them from our subconscious. They're autopilots for us. So the second statement as we go is perception is relative. I was doing a little bit of research this morning when I was putting this together. And I'm going to tell you the little story that I found, which I found quite interesting. And I want you to see how you can relate that to your life. 2 groups of people were given a task. And one of the groups of people had 5 minutes to do it. And the other group of people had 20 minutes to do it. And the people that had 5 minutes to do it really, really enjoyed the task. And the people that had 20 minutes to do it found it really boring. And I read that and I relate that to juggling. You know, like for me, juggling's been something I pick up for 5 minutes a day and I do it. If I spend any longer than it, I find it really difficult to engage and then it puts me off it. So the thought in that, or the takeaway from that I had, was like things in little bits each day, just kindness every day, just tiny little bits of things like this that we think about and do to ourselves help. So just have 10 seconds of just breathing in and out. Just maybe think about that. Okay, so you should have been juggling for a while now. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to switch it up a little bit. So if you're juggling 3 consistently, let's do 2 in one hand. Okay, and let's think about those 2 balls as your vision, what you see, and the perception that we've just spoke about. Okay, you can do it this way. You can do it as a 3-3. You could do it as a 4-4. Completely up to you. Okay, but what I'm trying to get you to do here is think about what I'm saying. Think about the balls that you're juggling. I'm thinking about yourself. And I'm layering all this stuff on because every day we go through our day and there's so many things that come our way. It's really hard to be mindful the whole time. So maybe, as I say, 20 minutes in the morning and just taking these balls into your day with you can help. Look at that third statement about perceptions. Keep going, keep juggling wherever you're at. And it's quite a bold statement, this one, provocation. I read it and was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. However, it did make me think, and I think that was the important thing in it. Perception is fictional. I read that and I was like, oh, is it? But when I read into it a little bit more, it was talking about how our brain is applying its own experiences, its expectations of ourselves, of what we feel. And then I started, and so I only read that this morning. So I'm going to take that away today, and I'm going to think about that for myself. But maybe it's something that you can take away too, and maybe have a think about. And if there's anything in that or not in that for you, remember, this is just about our thoughts. and getting kind of us thinking in a way in the morning in which kind of gives us some tools to self-reflect through the day. Okay, stop that. Let's shake it off. Have a jump up and down. What we're going to do is we're going to move to a 3-5. So 3 being here, 5 being higher. Okay, 3, 5. If you want to take it, 3, 5. If you want to take it a step further, just do a cascade with 3 and then throw in a 5. And then carry it on. Throw in a 5 and carry it on. For those that are starting out with this, 3 is this. You can work on that on its own. 5 is a bit higher than a 3. Or you can add them together. Okay? So I've said those statements. I've said those provocations. Now what I'm going to say is I'm going to ask you a question. And this question is for you to take through your day-to-day. And reflect on it. Over the past month, has the way in which you have perceived something had a negative effect on how you feel about yourself? I'm going to say that again. Over the past month, has the way in which you have perceived something had a negative effect on how you feel about yourself? I'm going to say one more time. So let's keep that. If you're starting out with this, let's keep that juggling if you can. But let's move to that 4-4 here. As I read that question one more time, think past the balls. Think about what I'm saying. Think about how it resonates with you. Think about what answer you have for yourself. Over the past month, has the way in which you have perceived something had a negative effect on how you feel about yourself? Okay, guys, grab one ball, put it on your head, close your eyes, squish it in. Imagine everything we thought about today inside this ball, seeping out of this ball, down your body. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to take our arms behind our back. And in your own time, what you're going to do is you're going to let that ball drop off your head into your hands. And recognize if it just drops on the floor, you can pick it back up again. Okay? If you catch it, great. Makes no difference. I shall see you tomorrow. We didn't look too much about habits today, but we're going to dig back into that again tomorrow. So hope you had a lovely session. Hope you have a lovely day. And I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Take care, everyone. Bye.